Significantly bring the CFO who's in town leaving with $500 million. Yeah, as well on this project. I think they liked it because there's a part for.
Thank you very much, Excellency.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
As you know, Mr. President and the CME, Mr. Wale, they've been focused on mobilizing the best and sustainable resources for driving the development of infrastructure in Nigeria. But that infrastructure is not just physical, it's also digital as well, which is why digital infrastructure is also a priority from our ministry. And we've enjoyed the support of Mr. President. That's why the FEC approved that we should lay 90,000 kilometers of fiber optic cable across Nigeria. You know, Nigerians always talk about the quality of the connectivity they get, but unfortunately, quality is tied to availability of the right infrastructure. So for us as a government, we would like to fix this once and for all. We want people to be able to have fiber-based connectivity, whether it's at home or is that in the office, in schools, at hospitals. We can't do this without investing in that infrastructure. That's what that 90,000 kilometers is about. We've designed it in such a way that we have rings across all the geopolitical zones and each state as well. Looking at what's been already built, and we're completing the ring, ensuring that every state is properly covered. And once we do that, it means fiber-based connectivity can now get to the homes. And we enjoy the support of the World Bank. The World Bank is helping us to structure the round where government is putting money into this special purpose vehicle that is going to build and operate the fiber network. But we're also then getting 51% of the total funding from the private sector as well. And the entity is then going to be managed as an independent entity, not a government-led entity. The private sector will help us ensure that it is managed in a sustainable manner and that we can recoup our money back because people will pay for these services. So it's not one of those things where we take loans and we throw it into things that will not bring back the money. This is an investment in infrastructure that will keep giving, because connectivity is now the bedrock of everything we do in society. And, you know, Nigerians are really creative. Our creative economy is strong. Without strong connectivity, we're not going to be able to power them to the next level. We can't become smarter with agriculture without good connectivity, right? We need smart precision agriculture to be the order of the day in Nigeria. Mr. President is investing a lot in agriculture, but we also have to support it through the digital side as well. Education, we cannot truly scale education or healthcare if all these facilities are not connected. So this is a program that we consider to be extremely important. We're hoping that by the end of this year, we're in a position where we can actually start to dig. We've done the design. That design will be released at some point in the next 1 or 2 months for the public so that people can see where this fiber will actually pass through and how they can benefit as well.
What was the disposition of Mr. President?
Oh, President is keen. Like, you know, he's keen on building future-facing infrastructure. The president wants to invest in infrastructure that will allow our economy to be able to grow. He's taking bold decisions to reform the economy, to take away where the pain and where economy is bleeding. And it's very clear, and he's made it clear to the cabinet as well, that the focus should be on growth. And this is the kind of investment that will lead to growth. There's a statistics that says if you manage to improve the quality of connectivity by 10%, it will lead to 1.35% growth in GDP. There are not that many investments that you can make that can lead to that kind of growth. Those are the things we need to do to ensure we place our economy.
First of all, it was really an honor and a privilege to meet His Excellency, the President of Nigeria. Since this morning, I have met the Minister of Economy, and I've also had discussion with the ICT, the Digital and Technology Minister. I think Nigeria is a very, very valuable and important partner for the World Bank Group. Some of our key priorities and Nigeria's key priorities, they really resonate well together. Today, the World Bank Group is embarked on a mission for eradicating poverty on a livable planet What does that mean? Accelerated growth, better jobs for the young people, and what is it will take to get there, to increase growth, to accelerate growth, and to provide jobs to the young people in the world. So for that, as the minister just said, our top priorities are to create an enabling environment in countries which includes access to energy, access to digital services, better higher productivity in agriculture, so that better health services, better education. I think that is of critical importance as well, how the human capital can be developed. If the economy has to develop and grow, you need physical infrastructure, but also you need human capital. So we are focusing on both sides so that the country can progress toward accelerated growth and better jobs. But I must say that I shared with the President that congratulated the country and the President for embarking on such ambitious reforms, macroeconomic reforms, and staying the course. They are not easy to do, but already you can see the big improvements and forward growth and momentum that is taking place in Nigeria.
Thank you so much. But in specific terms,
Partnership with the World Bank is fully crystallized already. We have a very large program with Nigeria, and like the minister was saying, one of the biggest forthcoming projects will be in the digital space, providing digital, broadband access across the country. And then we have projects in the agribusiness space, we have projects in the energy space, we have projects in the social protection, education, health space. So we are working very, very.
And her team from the World Bank in Washington, D.C., and of course the Nigeria office of the World Bank, and they paid a courtesy call on Mr. President. Ms. Kant is the managing director and the chief financial officer of the World Bank, and she came to discuss the overall relationship, the partnership between Nigeria and the World Bank Group, including IFC, and also specifically to discuss the 90,000 kilometers fiber optic project, of which the World Bank, which is led by the Honorable Minister for Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani. That project is a landmark one of the biggest fiber optic projects in the world. Of course, the World Bank is glad to be a major partner of Nigeria, along with other development partners and stakeholders. And the critical thing about that particular project, and I'm sure the Minister of Communication will say more about it, is that it is a self-financing project. It's like a project finance. It is geared and aimed at the private sector, which will make use of the facility, pay for it, and therefore make the project highly viable. But more than that, in the courtesy call with His Excellency, Mr. President, the World Bank commended the important reforms that Nigeria has undertaken and also the trajectory on which we are on. Of course, now we are focused on achieving rapid, sustained, inclusive growth that creates quality jobs for our youth in particular and lifts millions of Nigerians out of poverty. And that focus, we have a consensus that we need to focus on agriculture, infrastructure, including like this 90,000 kilometer fiber optic project, digital infrastructure, and in addition to that, access to finance, affordable access to finance across particularly the small and medium scale enterprises, as well as, of course, the larger ones. That is the trajectory, that is the path now to growth for Nigeria, and we are all focused with our development partners. The World Bank is a trusted development partner of Nigeria, and we are all focused on achieving in the very near future the growth